Telecom Minister Kapil Sibal believes that TRAI's controversial recommendations on M&A are not sacrosanct. Sibal says the DoT is entitled to disagree with the TRAI's opinion. Sibal has also asserted that the government is open to an exit policy for new telecom players finding it difficult to survive in the cutthroat telecom business. That could be an important piece of news for small telecom companies as well. Unitech is one that comes to one's mind. For the very first time, Kapil Sibal has also admitted that a merger between the two state-owned operators MTNL and BSNL is possible and has many advantages. ET Now Supriya Srinath caught up with the minister and began by asking him on whether the DoT could override TRAI's M&A recommendations.
Legal procedure is if we disagree with the recommendations of TRAI, we send our opinion back to the TRAI. Right. The TRAI then cogitates upon it, thinks about it, and comes back to us, and then we take a decision.
If at all you do not agree with TRAI in entirety, will you have the, I don't know, courage is perhaps the wrong word, but will you have the will to send it back and say this is not something...
Well, absolutely. We are doing it, already doing it in some issues, on some issues. Not an issue. I think TRAI is a statutory body, it is the expert body, and its expert opinion is of great value. And if we disagree with it, which we are entitled to, then we must refer it back to the expert body. But we are entitled to disagree.
One of the reasons why M&A is happening perhaps is, and you perhaps facilitating M&A is because there are new entrants who are finding it very difficult to survive. Why not have an exit policy?
Well, yes, I think we are open to that as well.
When you say you're open, how open are you?
We will think about it and say, is it necessary to have an exit policy, or will the market forces work themselves out in a manner that we will have about 6 players in the market?
Because a lot of these players that you speak to, and a lot of them on the record have actually said that they are willing to surrender their spectrum.
No, that's the point. You see, those who think that the business is unviable in the present circumstances want to surrender, but who don't want to discharge their obligations under the license.
That's also
so therefore you can't have an exit policy through which somebody says, well, my business didn't turn out to be viable, so I don't have to discharge my obligations under the license. You please allow me to surrender. These are very serious matters. And supposing we do, you may have the court coming and hitting us very strongly and saying, how did you are responsible for a lot of public revenue loss.
But won't you be actually gaining revenue?
No, I don't know. That is for you. Business thinks like that. But courts don't necessarily think like that.
And you think there will be a whole lot of litigation if you just allow people to exit so easily?
A lot of litigation, lot of situations will develop where people will try and take advantage, attack the ministry, and try and find motives where none exist, which is the order of the day nowadays. So I want to be very careful on that.
The whole merger of BSNL and MTNL, you speak to both managements and they say you've told them to synergize their business, at least as marketing is concerned. Are we a step closer to that mega merger, and what are the merits to set on that?
It's possible.
When you say it's possible, what are the merits?
Well, I think there's a lot of upside to it. There's a lot of merit in that suggestion. But I think that it'll be premature for me to give a final call to that. But I do believe that if you can synergize the activities of BSNL and MTNL, I think you will be able to leverage the enormous capacities of both to give a more competitive, to be more competitive in the market.